Brother, here I've come to speak for those who cannot speak for themselves, the preborn. Proverbs 24 states, rescue those who are being taken away to death. Hold back those who are stumbling to the slaughter.
Either you got to know everything or adhere to the God who does know all things.
First of all, what's wrong with appealing to absurdity?
Like my brother here, I've come to speak for those who cannot speak for themselves, the preborn. Proverbs 24 states, rescue those who are being taken away to death. Hold back those who are stumbling to the slaughter. If you say, behold, we did not know this, does not he who keeps watch over your soul know it? And will he not repay man according to his work? We are commanded by God to rescue innocent human beings from being taken away to death. We have a divine obligation when we know that there is evil occurring in our midst to do something about it, or we will suffer judgment ourselves for our own inaction. Counsel, I would submit to you tonight that there is a great evil occurring in the city of Raleigh, that there are citizens in our very midst that are being led away to death, and that is the preborn, children in the wombs of their mothers. Each day of the week in Raleigh, 25 plus children are being systematically murdered by their parents, either by chemical pills or by a paid assassin who wields a pair of sharp medical instruments that dismember, disembowel, and crush the heads of their little ones. Counsel, this ought not to be so. These tiny babies are made in the image of God, and they are valuable, and they deserve the same unalienable rights of life and liberty that our forefathers recognized were given to each of us by our Creator in the Declaration of Independence. No individual, whether she be the mother of an unborn child or a government official, has the right to take the life of an innocent human being against their will. To do so is to murder, and God makes clear in His Word that those who murder, they will be judged by Him and cast into a lake of fire. As a government official, Romans 13 makes clear that you are a servant of God, placed in your position of authority to protect those that are under your jurisdiction and to bear the sword of justice, punishing those who do evil. I've come here tonight to beg you to do just that. The murder of the unborn is a great evil in our society, and you have the power to end it. I would ask that the city of Raleigh would declare Raleigh to be a sanctuary city for the unborn, a place where no matter what the federal government legislates, no matter what the Supreme Court says, no matter what unjust, tyrannical law or court opinion comes our way, we will stand for life in our city. This was done during the times of slavery with the Fugitive Slave Act, where men and women refused to bow down to evil court opinions, refused to bow down to the federal government, and they said, we will not have runaway slaves returned back to their masters in their own states. They stood up and they defied the federal government, so you can do the same here today. They referred to the 10th Amendment of the Constitution that says the powers that are not delegated to the United States by the Constitution are reserved to the states respectively. Counsel, you are not bound by Roe v. Wade. You're not bound by evil federal laws. You are bound to uphold the Constitution, which gives no right to a woman to murder her child. And more importantly, you're bound by the law of God. And God, He commands that you protect the most innocent and vulnerable in your society. He will hold you accountable if you do not. One day you will stand before God and you will give an account of the life you have lived, as all of us will. If you've broken His law, which each of us have, you'll be found guilty, and the just judge of all the earth, He will do what is right, punish you by casting you into hell. But thankfully, God in His mercy has sent the God-man, Jesus Christ, to live the perfect life that His people could not, to die the death that His people should, and He has risen from the dead triumphantly over the grave. If you repent and turn to Him, you can have forgiveness of sin. So that's the call to you today. Turn to Christ that you may live. Defend the preborn. And for more information, visit endabortion.com now or freethestates.org. Thank you.